Have I told you lately how ravishing and beautiful you are?
4 minutes ago, before the commercial.
Well, I guess I better make up for that.
The mayoral seat has been uncontested till now. Today's press conference comes as a surprise to City Hall. Luke Spencer will run his race on 2 major platforms.
Luke? For mayor?
Did you know he was running for
No, I didn't. It's the first I've heard of it. Legalize gambling. He knows I'm against it.
Building Casino. My primary concern is for the good of the people of this city. I'll do my best during the campaign to demonstrate that to them, and I hope that come election day, they'll cast their votes for me. Now, gentlemen, if you don't have any more questions...
Good of the people. What a load of... I mean, he knows that gambling is the worst possible thing that can happen to Port Charles. I don't believe this guy can go out of his way this far to spite me. All the trouble I went to get rid of the organization and oust the mob. And what's this irresponsible jerk want to do? Give him a limo ride back into town again. He's determined to make life as difficult as possible for me. Oh, don't you have anything to say?
I don't know what to say.
Well, you must have an opinion on all of this.
It all comes as a bit of a surprise.
Ah, tell me about it. He must have just decided to do this. Otherwise, I would have heard rumblings about it downtown. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what do you think about all of this?
I don't know very much about politics.
It's not just to do with politics.
Maybe not. Perhaps that's why it's better if I just keep quiet and I don't say anything.
You mean to say you support him on all of this?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, I have plenty to say. And I intend to make sure that one Luke Spencer hears every bloody word. We have a little unfinished business of our own. I'd like to sort it out right now.
The trouble, officer. Am I double parked?
I want to talk to you right now.
Why don't I leave?
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you want to meet the police commissioner, Miss Townley, Robert Scorpio?
I'd like to talk to Mr. Spencer alone, please.
Of course.
This won't take long.
You want to reconsider the ramifications of all of this?
What's to consider? She's a very attractive woman.
I'm not talking about your hobbies. I mean, you're running for mayor, and in particular, the gambling issue.
If you don't like it, don't vote for me. You can vote, can't you?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you won't be bothered if I don't cast mine your way.
I'll try to get over it.
You know, I find this incredible to believe that you're this desperate to get even with me solely because I married Holly.
No. Your personal life is of no interest to me, Robert.
I'm against gambling. You support it. The police commissioner answers to the mayor, and you're running for mayor. You want me to believe you're not out to get me?
I'm afraid police work is making you paranoid, pal. I'm running for mayor because I happen to care about this city.
If you cared this much about this city, you wouldn't be trying to introduce gambling.
Gambling will produce a lot of revenue for Port Charles, which is my community.
Oh, spare me the campaign speeches. This is a morality issue.
Morality be damned. This town is mine.
Well, it's mine too now. And I intend to do whatever I have to protect it. Whatever it takes.
Where do you get off talking about this town being yours? You wouldn't even be here if it weren't for me.
Okay. I won't deny that you introduced me to Port Charles. For that matter, you also introduced me to Holly.
Who?
Maybe that is the real issue here. You now regret both introductions.
I don't regret a thing.
Really? Believe in flying pigs?
I believe stranger things have flown.
Well, just remember, Holly is now my wife. Port Charles is now my city. And I intend to protect them both, regardless of whatever your motives may be.
My motives are none of your damn business. It's amazing. You're coming in here, you're talking like the American Justice League, protecting your fair city. What are you fighting against?
What I'm fighting for is real, and you're undermining everything I've accomplished.
I am so sorry.
So am I. But be forewarned, I'm not going to sit around and condone what you're doing.
I'm not interested in you condoning anything I do.
It's quite obvious you and I don't see eye to eye on anything.
I guess not.
But understand this. You persist in this campaign, I'm going to make life very difficult for you.
You don't even know what difficult is yet, Commissioner.
Robert, can I talk to you, please?
Not now, Tiffany.
I just heard what you and Luke said. I'm very upset about this, please.
Well, I'm sorry. That's the way it is.
Can't you stop this fighting, Robert?
Look, love, accept it. We are no longer friends.
Well, you were friends for a very long time. You know what kind of man he is. I mean, truthfully, don't you think that he's going to make a good mayor?
Not if he supports legalized gambling.
Gambling? Is that all you really think that... Is that all you're really concerned
No.
with?
I resent him trying to undermine my office.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you honestly and truly think that Luke would try to do something, or is it just your own guilt about Holly that's making you think that?
Forget it, Tiffany.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry, Robert. That was way out of line. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't stand the thoughts of you two fighting like this.
Look, I don't allow personal feelings to influence my position on anything.
All right, then all I'm asking you to do is just look again at the stand that you're taking. Robert, please. I get the feeling that you and Holly are very good these days. I mean, forget about trying to fight Luke, okay? And his memory. Just go on and live your own life, and please, just let Luke live his.
Look, what do I have to say to you to make you believe that this has nothing whatsoever to do with my wife?
I don't know, Robert. I just find it extremely silly that you are trying to fight over this stupid little casino.
Look, I take this issue absolutely seriously. Now, the lines have been drawn.
Oh, please, Robert, don't make me choose between the two of you.
Tiffany, everybody has to take a stand sometime.
Robert, you're being ridiculous. I mean, look at us. We've been friends for a very long time. I mean, we go back a long way.
Just accept it. That's the way it has to be.
Oh, good. You're home. I hope you don't mind. The cleaner said your gray suit won't be ready till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Luke.
At the casino. He's determined to go through with this.
You knew he would.
Yeah, but I thought I might have been able to talk a bit of reason to him. What a mistake that was. This is going to be a harder fight than I thought.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to all of this.
Neither am I. Because I don't think Spencer is above fighting dirty on this one.
But the gambling is only temporary, isn't it?
Oh, for now. But I know human nature, love. Once these greedy little blighters see all the money rolling in, it'll be hard to dissuade them that gambling won't be good in the long run.
There's still the chance that the people will vote it down in the referendum.
I can't take that chance now, can I?
But it could happen.
What are you trying to say?
I just don't want you getting upset. Maybe it's not worth fighting for.
Not worth fighting for. Listen, I've got more than enough on my plate now than out adding gambling to a great long list.
Well, that's just it. You have already enough to deal with.
Yeah, but none of them more important than this.
Well, maybe if you just let Luke be, the whole thing would blow over. I mean, someone's bound to oppose him for mayor. Maybe he won't win.
What if he does?
What if he does? Won't make any difference. I'm still your wife.
What's that got to do with anything?
Everything, I think. Luke isn't a threat to us anymore. You don't have to do this for me, Robert.
Holly, listen. You're the third person that suggested to me that the only reason I'm out after Spencer is because of you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Now, wait a minute. What does everybody in this town think I do? I run my whole life around thinking of ways to vent my jealousy on one Luke Spencer.
You have no reason to be jealous.
I'm being sarcastic. Look, why doesn't everybody start to listen to me? And stop looking for innuendo and psychological motives behind everything I do.
If it were anyone else running, would you be quite so vehement about all of this?
Bloody oath I would. Look, my job in Port Charles is fighting crime. Now, the best way I know to do that is to keep gambling out. And to that end, that is the only reason I oppose Luke. None other!
There's a woman here. Don't be angry with me.
I'm trying to relax.
You don't look very relaxed.
Well, I was until a few minutes ago.
I was only voicing my wifely concern for you.
Wifely concern?
I'm your wife. I'm concerned, wifely concerned.
This isn't fair, you know.
What's that?
having this discussion in here.
Me?
Don't you dare.
I mean, you're not angry at me anymore.
How can I be when you're sitting there looking all steamy and delicious?
You could be.
I can't, and you know it. I love you. But you were right about one thing.
I don't care
please,
about being right.
Please hear me out. What I said before about never forming opinions based on you, that's not entirely true. Everything I do in my life, one way or another, involves you. There really wouldn't be much point my going through life if I didn't feel that you were beside me. I could do it, but it wouldn't mean as much. Holly, I value your opinion, which is why I have to ask you this one question.
Yes?
Come November, who are you going to vote for?
I hardly think that it's anything we should concern ourselves with right now.